Caitlin Clark year. Real or mirage? Good word with Goodwill. Yahoo Sports senior NBA reporter Vincent Goodwill and Knicks radio analyst Monica McNutt discuss whether Caitlin Clark's chances to win Rookie of the Year are real or if her turnover issues will hold her back. Hear the full conversation on Good Word with Goodwill, part of the Ball Don't Lie podcast, and subscribe on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen. Video transcript. We go to Caitlin Clark where I don't get too wrapped up in the turnovers. Part of it is like a two-edged sword, right? You gotta catch the ball, and sometimes you got to throw passes that, your teammates can catch. So I feel like there's an adjustment that like when I see the turnover numbers. Oh, you got 8 turnovers. A 7 like Magic Johnson was like, hey man, I'm gonna keep doing it. So you're going to have to catch it. I'm not saying magic, but you get what I'm saying. Just as far as the mindset of a point guard, she's really started to ramp it up. Like the shooting, I feel like has gotten better. I feel like she's gotten better at creating space, like she's earning it a little by little every year. I would say the same thing of Caitlin. Her conditioning and stamina has impressed me in strength, frankly, through the matchup with Chicago 2 weeks ago. Ish had seen the most double teams in the league. Yes, even she would say she'd like to get the turnovers down. But I think the other part too that you got to step back and look at with them. Indiana had a crazy schedule to start the season. Any new point guard when a team is going to have an adjustment period because you have to learn one another. Right now, you add into the mix that this is a rookie point guard. Gotta give it room to marinate even if you put 5 vests together. But they like to move off the ball and cut. It's gonna take a minute cause cutting is you in the way until I learn your game. So now first foundational piece Caitlin and Aaliyah starting to cook in that pick and roll. Kelsey Mitchell now knows how to come to the ball, and Caitlin is now picking up where to find her. Timmy Fact, Belay, who I think people are not super familiar with but very versatile as a 45, and a competitor like all right now I know how to. I gotta get my hands ready to catch his passes from Caitlin. Melissa Smith finally turning a corner in terms of her engine. She's a player that has a big-time engine and sometimes doesn't always tap into her max potential. Actually think, Vinny, that Indiana has a good chance to be solidly in the postseason. Like not fighting for the 8th seed. And for me, if they are 7, that's going to be runaway in terms of Rookie of the Year. Even if Angel continues like the 28 is the most double-doubles in a season. Alyssa Thomas had it last year. Angel already has 13. That will also be historic if she's able to track that. But if she tracks that, and they're 98 Caitlin, and pulls them into 7, you know what I mean. And I've always said for me, one of my bigger metrics on this Rookie of Year conversation is gonna be how do you impact winning. And it's just hard to debate that.